Well, we've got some more water here at the lake. And I ain't got no fish in this lake yet. I have a problem with otters and nutria rats living in this lake, eating all my fish. Every time I stock it, they eat it. And all of a sudden I see the water moving, and I know what that is. I got 2 otters in the lake, and they're in there right now, thinking they're hiding out from me. They won't lift up their head, but I can tell they're there. See how the water's rippling right there? If you watch closely, they can hold their breath a pretty long time. They're out there. They get real still and they think they fooled me, but a little bit of spurk of water will come up. And I just can't hardly shoot them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this trap right here and I'm gonna find out what they eat. I know they eat fish because they eat all my fish in the lake. I ain't got one fish left. We'll take that and put it on the dam up over there. As they come up from the dam, I saw them leaving one day. Last year. They go over the dam, and there's another lake over that dam. And my father-in-law, he shot a couple of them the next day. I shot at them, but I didn't have the heart to kill them. And I didn't really have the gun to kill them either. I shot from a distance. I think I hit the bank. It sounded like I hit one, but evidently I didn't, because they went over there to his lake and he shot them. But there's 2 new ones out here. It's 2 of them too, I can tell. The way the water's moving and stuff. Matter of fact, they're over there near that tree right now. You can't tell it on the film, but I can tell it. See, there shouldn't be nothing moving in the water because there's no fish. You might see a mosquito or something like that. Last year, it turned green on me with all the stuff. So I'm going to refuse to let it turn green this time. I'm going to get me some 1010 and spread over the lake. So I cut some trees. I'm going to zoom in and let y'all see. You can't hardly see it, but I cut some trees last year and it started filling up before I got them out, and now they're floating to the top. I got to get in there. I'm going to go swimming and pull them out to the bank and throw them over the dam right there. And a tree right there, that's where the nutria rats live. I don't know if the otters live. I ain't seen a nutria rat this year, but they'll come when the summer gets here. They'll come and they'll live under the roots of that tree. When I go cut grass right there, I'm afraid my lawnmower's gonna fall in because there's so many holes in the ground right there. So they can't live in water, but they live beside the water, and that's where they live right there when they visit. My nutria rats, when they come. I know nutria rats, that sounds gross, but they're like a lake. They eat fish. They're in the rat family, I reckon, but they're not a rat like a house rat or nothing. But that when a nutria rat comes around, he'll stick his head up and swim. Well, these otters, they won't stick their head up. I don't know how long they can hold their breath, but when they start moving in the water, boy, you can really tell it. You can really tell it. And they'll eat all your fish. And you know, I only had like 30 fish at one time in this lake, and they ate every one of them. I bought some minnows and everything. Over there is the dam, and that overspills and goes down the hill into my mother-in-law's lake, and then her lake goes into my wife's uncle's lake, and right over that hill right there is my brother-in-law's lake. We actually helped build it last year. I told y'all before, I think, her uncle decided to make the pond bigger, and he cut the bank off, the bank off, and made the lake a whole lot bigger, like a 3-acre lake now. Well, it's got another 5 foot to go. Well, let's go up there and look at it. before we go, you see all these? I got to keep all that stuff on. If I don't watch it, that's a rock sitting there. If I don't watch it, them sticker briar bushes will overgrow this whole lake right here and to be like 8 foot tall, and it just keeps growing out and out and out, and it's hard to mow that down because of those sticker briars. See all these rocks right here? This whole mountain is just full of these rocks. There's holes all in the grounds and water streams coming up. And right over there where that barn is, to the right of it, there's an underground stream that stays there. Unless we get the drought, it stays wet in that grass area all the time. So, and then you got a bunch of weeds around that tree. I got to keep all these weeds out of here. They'll overgrow. It don't take long for it to overgrow either. It's a constant job to keep all them weeds off this lake. But I had to buy me another mule. My other one has a lot of problems. This one was cheaper than my other one, but it's 10 times better. I bought it used. But the reason I got it at a deal, it's got good tires, good inside, is the camo is faded off of it. I'm just gonna cover it. I spent about $100-something. I'll cover it back with camo. That thing look about brand new. This is what it originally looked like. It's a little scratched up too. They get like that. So, oh, there's my little dogs. They like to ride in the four-wheeler with us, or the mule with us right there. Every time we go outside, they go jump in the seat like we're gonna go every time we come outside. But let's go see the other lake, see how the progress on it. Show y'all that big old limb that's about to fall on the dam. You drive by, I mean, that sucker is big. I know it's hard to tell by the film, but that's a massive limb right there. It's holding on to its own tree. I'm afraid we're gonna come through here on the dam one day and thing's gonna fall down. Here's that overspill. All you gotta do if you want your lake to fill up more, you just fill the overspill up a little higher. Sometimes the critters will build it up right there and the lake will rise, but that's about the right level for it because the dam it's about a foot below the dam. You don't want to go over the dam. These cotton fields, they lease the land out to pay the taxes, and this is what happens after they pick the cotton. All you got is these little stems sticking up everywhere. And I think it's very ugly, but cotton, it looks beautiful when it turns white. It looks beautiful, but afterwards, that's what it looks like. I do not like the way that looks. See, you can still see some of the cotton. Big gigantic machines. It's like 2 lanes. It takes up 2 or 3 lanes. Come out and just pick the cotton. I know that looks small, but it ain't. It's like 3 acres. Here's the overspill. It's got about another 5 or 6 feet high to go, and it'll be at its max. And here's the dam. I'll give you an idea of how long it is. See that tree line way back there? It's not too far from that tree line. see those little nubs sticking out on each side? That's where the dam used to be. And my wife's uncle tore the dam up and made this dam. So it made it about a 3-acre lake. It needs about another 5 or 6 feet. Come up, it'll look a whole lot bigger and a whole lot better. If it just rises another 5 or 6 feet, and all we need is about 2 big rains to come through here, like major rains. It rains all night and all day. 2 times, it should fill it up to that point. The problem is down the bank there. I'll show y'all. So this is behind the dam, and it has a constant leak. I don't know how this is coming. It's seeping through. That's one leak right there. I'll show you the other leak. Constantly stays wet here. And that is the off and on. We can actually let all the water out of the lake right there. If you see, it's leaking under the pipe. So that pipe could be cracked in the dam, and then it leaks down the hill. If you see the water running, you see it? So it's leak. You've got about 3 or 4 leaks in it, which is okay, but it's leaking a little too fast. I hope the rain throughout the year can keep up with it. If the rain can actually keep up with it, the lake will stay about full. It'll go down a little bit, and then if the rain comes by, it can rejuvenate itself. Give you an idea how high that is. Excuse me. So that's pretty high dam right there. Just wanted to show y'all that. Appreciate you stopping by. Y'all like and subscribe, and I'll make more videos on this, keeping up with these lakes. You know, I'm gonna buy some 10-10 for that pond up there. Probably, if this one starts trying to go green, you don't want your lake to go green. It covers the whole lake, and it makes your lake stink right there. I don't think it's very good for raising fish. So I'm gonna make sure that these things don't turn green. Just put some 10-10 out. Kind of expensive, but I don't know how much it's gonna take. I've never done that, but I've heard that's what you do. I've researched it to get the greenness out, and frogs will take over your lake. They're not in the pond right now. They took over my pond last year because all that green stuff was in it. Well, this year they're going for the big lake, and you can hear them a mile away. I mean, thousands of frogs, just little frogs everywhere. So all them frogs went from that pond over here to this big lake. And I like to hear them, but I don't like them to take over the whole lake right there. So maybe y'all leave me a comment in the comment section about frogs and what to do, and you know what causes that. And I mean, in abundance right there. I noticed when it was raining so much up that bank right there, the deer found high ground, and they made them a little nest up there and just laid not on top of the dam but beside it on the hill. That way they didn't have to stay in water all the time. I thought that was kind of neat, that the deers would know to go to higher ground like that, and that way they won't be so flooded out in their little pocket they have in these woods. One day we come at that lake over there, and there was about 10 deers in that, drinking water in that thing. We don't shoot the deers on the property. Other people around about us will shoot them. We'll come up on them, and all of a sudden the deers will start running, and about 10 minutes later we'll hear a gunshot. Boom, boom. Done shot him a buck, you know. That's just the way it is. But we don't kill them ourselves. But we appreciate y'all stopping by. And till next time, y'all y'all have good hunting and good selling, you know. And I hope you get you're able to experience living on land one day. It's a different experience. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was raised about 15 or 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, right there, and out in the city. And I would try to raise chickens and rabbits when I was in the city limits. But the dogs would always eat them up, kill all my chickens. Then I'd get another batch and the dogs would kill all them. I couldn't keep dogs away, you know. So, but I like living on all this land right here. It's a different experience. Living out in nature, going out every day. If you can ever experience it, this is where you need to go. Experience nature right here. But until next time, good luck out there. This is the kind of present you get your wife for Valentine's when you live out in the country. That's what she asked for. My wife made me go back out in the field after being out there. She just got home from shopping. I saw the 2 otters out here.
You sure it's not Nutri-Rats?
No, Nutri-Rats keeps their head on the water.
No, not necessarily.
They can't stay under like an otter can. When they swim their head.
Yeah, but them Nutri-Rats don't run. The otters.
This is the new land my mother-in-law bought. Go out there for a minute.
What?
Go out there for a minute. Show them the stuff.
Sun's in
It
there.
has some cleared out spots in it, but it's got a lot of woods too. That's one of the landmarks. I don't know if y'all can see it. The stick sticking up.
I'll try and go the other way.
Here's the new trail on the new land.
From her legs.
And the dogs.
I need the 4-wheel drive.
There he is.
What y'all doing?
Alright, I want y'all to stop right there at this tree. Have y'all ever seen somebody grow a tree right in the driveway?
This ain't the driveway. It's our own man-made
It's
path.
sort of like those videos you see on YouTube, the crazy things that construction workers do.
You know, it's not as steep right there. That'd be a good
There's
spot.
a big old rock right there.
Huh.
You gonna have to turn this thing around or something. We're still exploring. We don't know the land real good. New territory. We're going to go to the right of this tree. We're going to get the saw out. Remind me this weekend, come down here and cut that down all the way to the stud.
Well, I'd rather cut it right there and go that way.
It's too steep right there.
No, it's flat right there. Cut that little bitty tree.
And go
right
that
through
way? Okay. We're making new road.
This has a big hump right
Well, also, will you do this one and that one? That way we'll have an option. It's always good to have an option.
It scrubs.
Where are you
sometimes.
going?
It's
Oh,
flatter
you're
right
going
here.
flatter over here? We might have to get the, watch out for that tree.
George.
We might have to get
George
the
is
bucket
done.
thing and
See right
make
there?
it go down.
It's
Yeah.
flat. So clear out
Okay.
a little round spot to come out.
All right. She's always trying to get me to do this extra work stuff. Kind of like your teacher. What's that stuff called?
Look, it's got a big hump right here too.
Yeah, we got to watch out for that.
This
We
is
don't want to bottom
where
out.
our daughter and her husband and kids are wanting to build a house.
They're going to build a house right there.
One
The
day.
trees ain't too thick.
They come camping here.
It's kind of flat right there and then it goes down the hill. Let's see. We'll show them the bamboo jungle down here.
Water.
This is that other lake I told y'all about. This is my wife's uncle's lake.
With look at the creek.
That's his overspill right there, if you could see it. He's fortunate. He had a creek running through his land. Ours don't have a creek. It keeps his full. But that used to be open land.
That's what?
For another video. But this is the bamboo I'm telling you about. The bamboo forest. Make all kinds of stuff like it. That. Just don't flip this thing.
Let's get over here.
It's that one tire. It's really bottom out there.
Water.
Yeah. There's a big old creek that runs through it right there. Right next to the bamboo.
I don't like that noise that will.
Yeah. Well, you go out and get a new shot for it, I guess. Go up the hill a little bit, don't hit that. That's just lamb right here.
I can't stay on the seat. It's making me slide.
Stay close, don't hit the fence.
I'd rather hit the fence than a tree, Bobby.
Don't argue when we're on the field.
Well, I always tell me how to drive. Worst driver in the world. Can you see the water from
No, you can't see the water.
that's some nice little fox right in there.
That's where that big old dog hole is. Alright, now we're gonna go sideways right here. This ain't the steepest part, is it? We gotta do something
I
about
don't
this.
think we get to the steep part. Turn
Oh, we turn?
before we get to it. There's some water.
Little creek.
I just saw something running up through there. Something brown.
Probably a deer.
We have bear in the area too, so.
It might be a bear, but I doubt it.
Everybody's will be black.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about all the different bears they've seen down here lately.
Let's go down to that other drive. Go down that other drive.
There's the flag and we turn just the road.
This is easy to go to that other one though. Wait a minute, this ain't the property line yet. Property line's down there.
All these little pine trees.
We gotta hurry up and clear these little pine trees. They're gonna turn into big pine trees. Gotta get a bulldozer after this stuff. So, see our landmark?
Yeah. So we're actually gonna go across the line.
Well, I was gonna cut across. Now you still on there as long as you stay on this side of that pine tree. Pine tree is about 10 foot off the thing. See that? Google Earth.
You gotta cut all these down too. You can just come out, you know.
This is where we need to take that
We should-
saw.
We need to do it this weekend because it's getting in the
I need
70s
to
next week, and then there's snakes. I'm too scared to
I
death.
need to get the zero turn after all this lightweight and then cut any kind of limbs that might slap us in the face as we're coming through here. See, I can make this road a little bigger. other son wants to build a house right here, the oldest son.
Who's fixing to have
Out
a
in the open.
baby? Baby.
Alright, stop. Rock out in the middle of nowhere. Thing's been there for years. Just out in the middle of the pasture. Got a few rocks like that.
Initials of my great grandmother on there though. But it's hard to say. It was my great grandmother's sister. It says Minnie on it.
We ought to put our initials on there.
Oh
Honey.
yeah, we should.
You guys watch some videos
I
on
can
how to
see
chisel it in there.
Right there, right before it gets dark. It's right.
See
in
your
there
initials?
somewhere. It's not initials. It says Minnie on it.
That thing, would you say that's about 8 foot long? Something like that.
It's longer than that. Way
Longer than 8 foot, maybe 10 foot. But no telling how big it is underground. This whole mountain's just nothing but rocks.
Cotton planet here now, but it used to be peanut field.
Used to be a peanut field. Well, we used to have cows over here too. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here we are in the bamboo forest. There must be a 50 yards of bamboo. Y'all need y'all a hammock out here. Maybe clear your spot with a hammock in this in the summertime. All kinds of stuff with this stuff.